The defamation trial against Fox News is set to begin on Monday. Dominion Voting Systems filing a lawsuit against the cable network, accusing their anchors of repeatedly broadcasting false claims about the 2020 presidential elections. Dominion seeking $1.6 billion. And joining us now to discuss this, Darryl Cohen, an entertainment and criminal defense attorney. Darryl, thanks for being here.
Natasha, thanks for having me. Good to be here. Happy Saturday.
Thank you. Happy Saturday. The judge in this case last week sanctioned Fox News for withholding evidence, including recordings of one Fox News anchor speaking with lawyers for then-President Trump. How will these sanctions impact the case moving forward?
Well, they could impact the case very seriously because what the jury hears and what the jury sees may be changed drastically. And you have to remember, are the people on the jury, will they be Democrats? Will they be Republicans? Will they be pro or anti-Trump? Makes a difference because it doesn't change the evidence, but what it does is change perception, and that's what we may be looking at.
Yeah, and jurors will be seated Monday as the trial is expected to get underway in earnest. What can we expect to hear from both sides during opening arguments?
Well, actually, during the opening statements, what we're going to hear from Dominion is that we're the good guys. We did everything right. We didn't do anything wrong. We are where we need to be. And Fox defamed us. They said bad things about us, things that were not true. So how do we get mad? We get even. And we get even by filing a $1.6 billion lawsuit. Fox says, we didn't do anything wrong. We were reporting the news. We don't want to be the news. We're reporting the news, and we're doing the best we can.
What are the two sides, sorry to interrupt, what are the two sides resting their respective cases on?
I think that Dominion is resting their case on the fact of what Fox did, which is not to tell the truth continually when they knew internally that what they were broadcasting was not what actually happened. Fox is going to have to be in a position to force Dominion to prove it and to convince those jurors that Fox was not guilty. And I say guilty, it's not criminal, but it is in a way, the way people look at it, they're not guilty of defaming Dominion.
You know,
it's going to be very interesting.
We are looking at those text messages that were up on the screen just now from Fox News anchors showing that they did not believe the Trump advisor's claims and then repeated them on air. How potentially damaging is that to this case?
Does the word very do anything for you? It is the gun that is loaded, and it's something that very easily may tip the scales completely against Fox, rather than Fox saying, well, we knew what was going on, sort of, maybe not really. They did know. And because they did know, it depends on what the jury does as to whether or not how much money the jury finds in behalf of Dominion. Did Fox do this intentionally? Did they do it to defame, to hurt Dominion? The answer, I think the jury is going to say yes. But again, I point out, jurors are people, and sometimes it matters whether or not they're pro-Republican, pro-Democrat, pro or anti-Trump, and that may make a major difference.
Sure. Are we expecting Rupert Murdoch to testify, and what about other major figures in this case?
I think in this instance, Rupert Murdoch will keep his mouth shut. KYD BMS, keep his darn big mouth shut. He cannot help his case. He cannot help Fox by testifying, because if he tells the truth, he's going to hurt them. And if he lies, he's going to hurt them even more. So how do you not say anything? You don't say anything. You don't testify.
All right, Darryl Cohen, thank you so much for your insight and time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.